heavyweight semifinal, Daniel Cormier and Antonio Bigfoot Silva.
Timing is everything, and the time is now for Daniel Cormier, who replaces Alistair Overeem, taking on Antonio Bigfoot Silva. You didn't hesitate at all when taking a huge step up in competition in just your 9th fight. What about your training at AKA told you you're ready for the fight of a lifetime?
My training went well. I train with the best heavyweight in the world, as I say all the time. My coaches have faith in me. I believe in myself 100%, and everybody around me, my management, to my coaches, to the gym, my training partners, everybody thought it was a home run, so I jumped on it. I'm used to high-level competition, and it's a chance for me to compete at the highest level of the sport. Everybody knows that Bigfoot Silva is one of the best heavyweights in the world, and I'm ready for the challenge.
All right, well, thanks for the time, Daniel. Good luck to you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Joined now by Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Antonio, you were set to face Alistair Overeem. He went down with injury, and now Daniel Cormier replaces him. How have you dealt with the change in opponent mentally, and how have you prepared physically, considering the fact that you were formerly facing a world-class striker, and now you're facing an Olympic-caliber wrestler who's a little lesser known?
Yeah, it's a total different fighters. One guy's a legend on strike, and the other guy's Olympic wrestling. But I'm training hard. I'm training so hard for this fight. I go to Rio de Janeiro to help Minotauro for his fight, and I'm training a lot jiu-jitsu. And doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where. I'm training hard, and I'm ready for this fight.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and thank you for taking the time.
Yeah.
We'll send it back to you guys cage side.
One of the best wrestlers ever to transition into MMA. Trained by the legendary Hinsel Gracie.
Roger just found out that his jab really works. Gracie! Driving it down!
And here comes the ground and pounding. It's the most show in Strikeforce.
I always wait for the right moment. Just hitting me to the head, and then I get it. He down! Roger Gracie! Y'all go ahead boo me, I'm going to keep on winning. So thank you to my haters. Way to the cage with a record of 7 wins, 1 loss with 5 knockouts. Fighting out of Carlsbad, California, please welcome the former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion of the world, King Mo.
Despite a relative lack of MMA experience, he's already been a Strikeforce light heavyweight champion, one of the best freestyle wrestlers America has ever produced. And King Mo, looking to get back on the winning track, has set up shop permanently at American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose. And boy, oh boy, is there ever strength in numbers there, Pat.
Absolutely. A great wrestler like King Mo is going to fit in perfectly at AKA with all the guys over there. Let's see how fast he's soaked up the striking that he needs for this fight.
Well, besides being envious of King Mo's gold, I've also been watching him spar a little bit with UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez, and I've seen him give some really good striking contests to the big giant man. His key tonight, keep this fight standing. I really feel like he has the advantage. I think he understands the game better, and I also think he's in serious trouble if he goes to the ground with Gracie.
Javier Mendez in his corner. Owner of AKA, and also spent some time training with BJJ ace Robert Drysdale, who's also had his sights set on fighting Roger Gracie, as we go to the tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt.
Roger Gracie is 1 year younger, has a 4.5-inch height advantage, but despite the height advantage, only has a 1-inch reach advantage over King Mo, surprisingly.
All right, fans, here we go. Light heavyweights in the cage. Scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing the referee in charge, Jerry Poe. Take the banners out. Banners out. You ready for it? Ready for it?
Jerry Poe, the referee, the 2-touch gloves. Roger Gracie in the blue gloves. King Mo the Wall in the red. One of the biggest reasons Lawal has set up shop in San Jose is because his good friend and former Oklahoma State wrestler Daniel Cormier also trains there. Of course, Cormier taking part in the semifinals of the Strikeforce World Grand Prix Heavyweight Tournament later tonight against Bigfoot Silva.
King Mo looking really relaxed with his hands.
We talked about his pedigree as a wrestler. He's also a very astute student of the sweet science. In fact, he said he may have become a boxer if it weren't for the lack of a boxing program where he grew up. Of course, boxing's loss was wrestling and now mixed martial arts game.
Well, the Wall needs to be using some feints and fakes to get Gracie to commit on something so he can get inside past those long arms and land some bombs.
Now, while the fight, of course, begins in a stand-up position, it's no secret Gracie will want to try to get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. The question is, against a wrestler like King Mo, will he be able to do so? One of the intriguing queries going into this tilt.
Good long jab to the body from King Mo, and he's got his right hand open. He's catching and parrying punches, looking for the counter punch and looking to get inside.
And not to make any excuses, but in that loss, when he lost the title to Rafael Feijão last summer, he went into the fight with a nasty ACL injury. He says he should have never taken the fight. But now, he's had over a year to recover. He's got a new camp and a new outlook on his MMA career.
Yeah, he had a cadaver ACL and it got absorbed by his body and disappeared. That's amazing.
Now Gracie looking to close the gap momentarily. Lawal striking on the way in. Still a bit of a feeling out process here as we near the 2-minute mark of the opening round. Long jab from Gracie. Fans in Cincinnati beginning to get restless.
Gracie seems a lot more tentative than he was against Randleman. He opened up a little more against Randleman early. A little more respect for Mo Lawal, apparently.
And Mo stalking him down patiently, feeling out his range.
King Mo, that left hand very, very low, obviously doesn't respect or maybe trying to bait Roger Gracie, and now they come to close quarters momentarily. Gracie trying to hunt down the wall. The wall flashes the left hand. There's a push kick from Gracie. Can't close the distance, however.
Lawal's got to be careful ducking straight down because those knees are going to be coming from Gracie and they're going to catch him.
And there's a flying knee by Gracie.
And I like the strategy of Hodger kicking, because kicking, if he grabs a leg and he goes to his guards, he's going to be where he wants to be anyway.
Right. And that's the thing. You've got to look at a guy that's this good on the ground, arguably the best guy in the world on the ground. Why do you hesitate striking? You hope the guy shoots on you.
Absolutely. So it's almost like you say a bait, putting the push kick out there, hoping that King Mo catches it and puts him on the ground. But I'm sure King Mo on the wall is very cognizant of that. There's another jab through the guard. King Mo measuring up the situation, but not letting go. Not stepping off the line yet. Referee instructing them to work. Left hand by Lawal. A right hand misses. Gracie backing away.
Because of Gracie's reach, Lawal has got to walk him all the way back to the cage like that and then hit him. It's not like boxing where your tall guy can lean outside the ropes and get out of the way of the punches. You bump into the cage, you're not getting out of the way.
I feel like Mo should pressure him more by getting in a position, stepping off to the right a little bit or left a little bit, and getting in a better position.
Less than a minute remaining in the opening round. Both athletes still taxiing the runway. Again, each respecting the other's strength, perhaps. Lawal, the wrestling stud. Gracie, one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners to come into mixed martial arts. But there's a stalemate in the stand-up.
Mo said he just got to touch him on the chin. He's got to touch him once, and he's going to go down.
All it takes is one shot. The kill shot from King Mo Lawal, and Roger Gracie goes down to the
and he did not recover well from that shot. You usually see a guy who's used to, Pat, you used to get hit a few times, you get stunned, you kind of recover, you have some sort of second life after that. There was no second life.
No, he didn't recover at all. He was hurt instantly, and it was done the minute he hit.
King Mo using his key to the cage. Keep it standing. He did it. He worked it. Good, clean boxing. Was patient. Got through that long, skinny jab that Gracie was throwing out there. And it was one big right hand.
It's kind of ironic. You said the key to the cage for King Mo was landing that big right hand, too, huh?
Well, I doubled up on it.
Let's look at Daniel Cormier. This kid is coming in with a lot of steam, 8-0, coming into this Grand Prix. He's got to use head movement against the bigger Silva. Get inside, get past those big hands, and land his uppercuts and hooks. His transitions have to be smooth to his takedowns. Set it up with your punches, and then confuse Silva. Box when he thinks you're going to wrestle, and wrestle when he thinks you're going to box. And now for Bigfoot Silva. The big man coming in, the giant. Make Cormier carry his weight the entire time they are connected to each other and try and wear Cormier out. Use his reach when striking. Keep Cormier on the outside. And then look for sweeps from the bottom. The half-guard sweeps we might see tonight.
Let's talk about Sergey Karatsev.
Wrestling skills if the going gets tough in the stand-up. Meanwhile, Bigfoot went from being a big underdog against Fedor to being on the cusp of becoming the king of the Strikeforce heavyweight jungle. He wants to make sure this 21st century version of Daniel in the Lion's Den does not have a happy ending.
Determination is probably one of my biggest attributes. Right now, my life revolves around winning this competition.
A história de tamanho,
size and strength don't matter. What matters is heart and courage.
They've stopped this fight. Antonio Silva has won.
I've always wanted to fight the best, and beating Fedor was a dream come true.
There's a blueprint to beat Antonio Silva out there for anybody to get. Can't find that on me because I haven't lost.
Daniel Cormier is a great Olympic wrestler, but he can't become a great jiu-jitsu fighter overnight.
His size can actually be a hindrance. I'm a lot faster than he is. I'm a lot more athletic than he is. If I want to take him down, I'm taking him down.
I only wake up in a fight when I've been hit once or twice. Then I turn it on.
Tonight, this is the obstacle I have to cross in order to become that full-fledged mixed martial arts contender that I want to be.
I've trained for years to be here. Nothing is going to stop me from winning the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix.
And now, please welcome to the cage the U.S. Olympian, Daniel Cormier.
Daniel Cormier has experienced terrific highs professionally, devastating lows personally. But here he is on the cusp of really authoring a tremendous story as he comes into the tournament as a replacement for Alistair Overeem. 8-0, an Olympic hero, and now facing the toughest test of his career against Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Why, again, Pat, do you believe he's ready for this test?
Listen, first and foremost, his accomplishments in life and in athletics is longer than my leg. and he is used to winning. That's all he's done his entire life. Yeah, he's lost a couple of wrestling matches in his entire life, but barely. He's never had his rear end handed to him. He's undefeated in MMA. This kid is a winner.
Cormier is a natural leader as the captain of the Olympic wrestling team. And his key tonight, lots of takedowns. Just keep them coming. And be sure to damage Giant Silva in between those takedowns.
Let's go to the tail of the tape for this, the first semifinal matchup in the Strikeforce World Grand Prix Heavyweight Tournament.
The younger 6 inches in height advantage. He was 16.5 pounds heavier at weigh-in time, much bigger tonight, and he has a massive 11-inch reach advantage. He should be called Giant Reach Silva tonight.
And once again, don't forget, in the tournament fights, if the bout is scored a draw, the fight will go to a sudden victory round, and the 3 judges chosen by the Ohio Athletic Commission must determine a victor in that 4th round if necessary.
All right, fans, here we go. Strikeforce and Showtime present the co-main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the semifinals of the Strikeforce Heavyweight World Grand Prix. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing at 5 feet 10.5 inches, he weighed in at 247 pounds. With a world-renowned background in wrestling, his MMA record stands at 8 wins, no losses, with 3 knockouts and 3 submissions. Please welcome the 2-time U.S. Olympian from Lafayette, Louisiana. Here is the undefeated Daniel Cormier. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches, he weighed in at 264.5 pounds. His record stands at 16 wins and 2 losses, with 11 knockouts and 3 submissions. Please welcome the former heavyweight champion from Campina Grande, Paraíba, Brazil, introducing Antonio Bigfoot Silva. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Greg Franklin.
Gentlemen, you've been giving your instructions back in the locker room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands all the time. So I have any questions out of the red corner, any questions out of the blue corner, touch gloves, come out fighting.
If you're sitting at home and thinking to yourself, man, that referee looks a lot like Rich Ace Franklin, well, it's because it's his brother, Greg Franklin. And we are set for the first of our 2 semifinal bouts, 3 5-minute rounds. Antonio Bigfoot Silva in the red gloves, Daniel Cormier in the blue gloves.
The thing that stands out right away to me more, look how big Silva's hands are compared to Cormier's, my goodness.
Yeah, when he delivers hammer fists, they're more like sledgehammer fists. And indeed, that's something that Cormier will want to avoid. And in preparing to face the wrestler, and one of the best wrestlers ever, is now Silva rushing Cormier to the fence. Cormier immediately turning away. Silva actually prepared for this fight with legendary BJJ black belt under the late Carlson Gracie, Ricardo De La Hiva, the creative guard player in BJJ, known for the De La Hiva guard. So if he does find himself on his back due to a takedown, like you said, Silva with the right hand!
It's exactly what Mike Kyle hit him with when they fought.
Absolutely, great point!
Got to be careful hanging out down here with him now.
And it's interesting that Kyle, also victorious on the undercard, said that Silva was known for his quick, fast hands. Well, it's Cormier who draws first blood in the striking department. And he was saying, as I mentioned, the De La Hiva angle, knowing for those sweeps, but Cormier lets him back to his feet. He knows better.
Here's where Cormier's got to be careful not get overconfident, because Silva still has power. When somebody's hurt, they're extremely dangerous.
We saw Cormier show marked improvement in his striking in his last victory against crafty veteran Jeff Munson, and there he tags him with the left. Silva still looking to regain his faculties.
It's the quickness, man. It's the quickness.
And again, the left hand kills. Uppercut from Silva, but he still is not fully recovered. Cormier tagging him now at will, and Silva going for the takedown. Sprawl by Cormier.
That means he's hurt.
Don't shoot a double on an Olympic wrestler. It doesn't work out for you.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Silva in trouble early in round 1.
Cormier's got to let him up. That right hand's landing. He's faster on his feet.
Cormier's got to be careful of those kicks going to those knee joints. That will dislocate your knee or damage it at very least if you're not careful.
It hurts too.
Yeah.
So drama already in the first of our 2 semifinals. It's Cormier that's knocked down Bigfoot and continues to tag him in the early going. Now Bigfoot looks
Silva should be throwing kicks because it doesn't really matter if he goes to his back. And where's the submission hold?
What a sweep by Cormier.
This kid is sick.
Unbelievable. 8-0. An injury replacement. Many people wondered how he would fare. So far, passing the test with flying colors. But again, just 3 minutes into the opening round.
Gotta keep that lead leg bent, man. He keeps getting kicked there.
You probably won't feel that till tomorrow, though.
Depends on how bad it gets hyperextended, right, Frank?
Well, the fans, and I think I agree with them at this time. Not much happening. Cormier having all kinds of success in the stand-up. I'd back away if I were him. Bring it back to the feet, and that's exactly what's happening.
Hey, Cormier's being smart, man. He's working the clock. He hurts him, works the clock a little bit, hurts him, works the clock. Silva's got to get after it here, that's for sure.
Again, Silva with the distinct size advantage, plenty of power in his striking as well. Cormier now along the fence.
Cormier's laughing like, wow, I can't believe I got out of the way of those.
Again, looking to catch the kick, catches him with the right instead. A minute 11 left in the first. The jab from Cormier.
Dangerous for everybody.
Wow, what a moment! Daniel Cormier, two-time Olympic wrestler, proving to be a striking machine, pulling off a major upset here tonight.
I guess he didn't need them takedowns.
Yeah, you got a couple, right?
The unpredictable world of mixed martial arts has just authored a dramatic chapter, a great sign of sportsmanship here by Bigfoot Silva. Daniel Cormier, will he be the Cinderella man of this tournament coming in at 8-0? And wow, what a victory.
Yeah, and it was the speed. The speed is what was the factor here. Obviously, Cormier, very powerful, athletic, a great wrestler, but the kid's just, he's amazing. Very good instincts.